Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech. A few days back I unboxed this Redmi 2. Unfortunately, I had some technical difficulties and I ended up losing footage from one of my primary cameras that I was working with for that shoot. So the end result, the video didn't turn out as well as I'd have liked it to be, and you guys did let me know that in the comments for that video. So I decided I'll do a hands-on impressions of the Redmi 2, and that's the reason we are here. So anyway, my apologies for the issues with that video. I'll make sure that something like that doesn't happen again. That being said, let's go ahead, spend some time with the Redmi 2 here. So guys, this is the Redmi 2. It's currently running on Android 4.4 KitKat with Xiaomi's custom MIUI V6 on top. So it's powered by the Snapdragon 410 64-bit capable chip. So that's 4 Cortex-A53 cores clocked at 1.2 GHz each, coupled with an Adreno 306 GPU and 1 gig of RAM. The internal storage is 8 gigs, and you can expand the storage capacity via microSD. Via microSD cards up to 32 gigs. So the back is user removable. Here we have 2 micro SIM card slots and a micro SD card slot. The battery has also been increased, the capacity. It's 2200 mAh now. The rear camera is still 8 megapixel. Here's the speaker, the LED flash, and to the front we now have a 2 megapixel front facing camera. So as far as the build of this device goes, I've been using this as my primary device for the last 2-3 days. And as far as the build goes, I really like it. Xiaomi's done a good job at shrinking down the bezels from the Redmi 1S so that the phone actually looks better now. It looks a little bit more premium than the Redmi 1S. And the form factor is also pretty good. It still retains the same 4.7-inch display. It's an IPS 720p display, so the pixel density is 312 pixels per inch. But the dimensions have been reduced greatly. So it fits in the hand well, feels good. The matte plastic back that's used this time around is also a welcome addition. It's a welcome change from the glossy plastic back. But one thing worth noting here is that this tends to get a little dirty. So if you can see, I don't know whether it'll be visible here, but it's just been 3 days, but there's a little bit of discoloration in the area surrounding the camera. One of the things that I disliked about the Redmi 1S was that with the display turned off, the display itself was a little mirrorish, grayish, looked a little cheap. That's not the case this time around. But another thing actually that I feel Xiaomi could have fixed here is the backlit capacitive keys. The Redmi 1S didn't have them, and the Redmi 2 doesn't have backlit keys either. So I feel that's a minor con there. But barring that, the performance seems okay. Yes, it is a better chip inside, but sadly the problem with the Redmi 1S, there were 2 major problems with the Redmi 1S. One, the lack of RAM, and sadly that still persists. Number 2 was overheating, and that has been fixed here. This phone has remained cool. I've been using it like I said, for 2-3 days now, and I've not felt it heat up at any time. Yes, I haven't really gone into intensive testing. I haven't been running intensive games or anything on this, but as of now, the phone doesn't really heat up with regular day-to-day usage. So we'll talk more about that aspect of the Redmi 2 in the full review, which should come out within a week or 10 days at max. So anyway, the issues that I've been facing with this phone, again, initial impressions, I feel that the lack of RAM is hurting it. So the Redmi 2 MIUI on the Redmi 2 is a pretty heavy interface by itself, and coupled with the fact that there's only 1 gig of RAM, it does slow down at times. So if there are multiple apps open, you can see the phone slow down. And what MIUI does for that is MIUI aggressively kills background processes. So sometimes there are widgets that don't respond, widgets that are connected to apps that don't respond until you go in and open the app yourself. Or at other times we have something like say WhatsApp messages that I haven't received till I open the app. But then again, It is also worth pointing out that Xiaomi has, there are rumors of Xiaomi coming out with another Redmi 2, one with 16 gigs of internal storage and 2 gigs of RAM on the inside. But as of now, the phone does feel moderately responsive. I wouldn't say it's the fastest phone. It does slow down from time to time if there are a lot of apps open in the background, and the constant issues, like say for example going back to the browser to just have your web page refresh for you just because it's been throttled in the process has been ended in the background, and these issues that we've seen with the Redmi 1S, they do return here. But barring that, it's pretty much what you'd expect from a Xiaomi device. From MIUI, a functional camera app, MIUI apps, the theme store, it's all there. So here's the MIUI apps, the theme store, the security app, and everything works fine. Not a lot of issues, and the display is also brilliant. The viewing angles are pretty good. It is still a little reflective. Yes, sunlight legibility is not that great, but that being said, it still feels like an improvement from the Redmi 1S. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to give you a quick hands-on with the Redmi 2. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please do give this video a thumbs up, and for more videos like this, do stay subscribed. And if you do want to pick a Redmi 2, if Xiaomi does not have a presence in your market, or if you just can't wait for for the phone to be released in your country, you could pick one up from XiaomiWorld.com. I'll leave a direct link in the description down below. So I guess that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this is Ash here from C4E Tech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.